So we just watched Detective Pikachu. Is Pokemon a property that you have nostalgia for? Because it's not. I never was really into it as a kid.
I got the white lung.
Good.
I mean, as a kid, like when I was like 8, 9, 10, 12, I was really involved with it. I'm not so much with it anymore, but there is an audience for it today. That's why it does get a movie.
Like Pokemon Go was a phenomenon. Like it was.
Yes.
I didn't play it, but people that didn't know Pokemon played it. Yeah, as far as like Pokemon, the cards go, when I was like in grade school, everybody around me traded cards. And I probably catch like a handful of episodes. I could not tell you any of those episodes, but obviously I know a lot of these Pokemon, so I don't have nostalgia for the property.
After the child was in the back of the theater too.
Oh my god, we had a kid behind us that can literally go to hell.
Every single Pokemon he could name.
Hey, he was knowledgeable about the Pokemon, that's for sure. But as for the movie, I thought that this was a movie that had a really interesting trailer, even if I don't know the property that well. And Ryan Reynolds kind of doing like his Deadpool shtick a little bit. Come to find out, you watch the movie. I think there's a lot of difference between the Deadpool character and this Pikachu character. I think the Pikachu character is what makes the movie very entertaining. I think obviously Pikachu is in the title, so you know he's probably going to be the main character, and to an extent, he is. You still have these human characters, and there's an ongoing issue with these movies that are featuring live action human characters and CG characters, where the human characters aren't as good. And I think that sort of is the case with this movie to an extent.
Well, the problem is too with movies like this is that there's never been a really good video game adaptation movie. Never. This kind of breaks that. This is not bad.
Yeah,
this is not bad.
I don't even know how like faithful it is to that video game because I don't know Detective Pikachu, so I don't know if it follows it beat for beat. But this movie's pretty fun. It's funny. It's not hysterical. Like I was amused through most of the movie.
You get your chuckles in. It's still geared toward children. It's still geared toward nostalgia for adults. But if you take someone and you don't know anything about the property or anything about other than knowing that what Pikachu is, you're gonna have some fun. You'll have some fun.
Though I do think people that know the property will get more out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I'm sure there was stuff in this movie that went over my head.
Yeah.
But as for the Pokemon designs, I like the designs and the CG in this movie. It's not the best, but I think that if you try to get too photorealistic, they're not going to be faithful to what the Pokemon look like.
Yeah.
So they're trying to make it look like the Pokemon while still looking good, like CG-wise.
I like the art
style. Yeah, it was good. There were some times that some of it didn't look as good as the other ones, but the main one is Pikachu, and Pikachu always looked really, really good. Obviously, the voice acting from Ryan Reynolds is really good. He's really endearing at times. And I will say the one human character that I felt a little bit of like sympathy for was the main human character. I don't know that actor's name, but he's the guy who's paired up with Pikachu. Smith. His name was Tim. Justice Smith.
Justice Smith.
His character's Tim in the movie.
Tim. And you don't really hear a lot of names.
He's good. Obviously, you're gonna have some villains in the movie. They're gonna suck.
The villains are awful.
You got a handful of characters.
Sorry, Philip.
Some actors in the movie. You got Bill Nye. I guess that's how you say his name. I don't want to call him Bill Nye because I think it's the science guy.
He's in it too.
The guy from Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. He played Davy Jones in Pirates of the Caribbean. And there was another actor, Bill Nye's son, in the movie. I don't know if you've ever seen anything, but
he's a waste.
Here's what's troubling with that, because I love that actor because he's the lead actor in one of my favorite shows ever called You're the Worst. And he showed up in this movie. I was like, oh, this guy. And I was like, oh, okay, they're not doing much with him. Yeah, because
you actually you perked up when he come on.
Like, oh, this guy, and you got one of the girls from Blockers, and to an extent, I find her character amusing because this world reminds me of Blade Runner to an extent, and she's the one character that's acting like she's in a noir movie.
Wait, it clicked with me what you said.
The world, what? like the city designs and stuff.
Wait,
it's kind of like Blade Runner.
You just compared.
No, this movie's not as good as Blade Runner. Listen, this movie,
Pokemon.
This movie's not as good as Blade Runner. Neither of the Blade Runners. But I'm saying the design of the world and the cities and
maybe
stuff.
Ready Player One.
No.
But not.
Did you not see like the light designs at nighttime? Oh, come on, Josh. Let me have my moment. I was going to make a point. I thought that she was the only character that was acting like she was in a noir movie because her line delivery, I was like, this is weird compared to these other characters. Yeah. It reminded me of Spider-Man Noir, kind of, the line she was delivering.
It felt also that your main bad guy.
Yeah. Whoever it may be.
Is the, it almost felt like they wanted to like portray him as the most vanilla villain,
Yeah.
bodyguard type villain of all time, and they pulled that
The
off
thing,
really
as
well.
enjoyable as this movie is to me, I think the third act of this movie is dumb as balls. Like, I really think, that there's revelations. And the thing is, like, the plot of this movie isn't anything special, but anytime it is plot driven, it's also exposition driven. It's like, here's what happened. Here's what happened. I was like, no, this is what happened.
Which is
No,
like a
here's what
noir
happened.
film, which is like a film noir.
Yeah, but this is Pokemon and Pikachu, so it's
No,
not.
I'm just saying.
I know.
The
It's not.
whole expedition.
I'm
thing.
saying Blade Runner exposition. If there is exposition,
Exposition. I said expedition for some
in
reason.
expeditions. If there is exposition in something like Blade Runner 2049, it's delivered like really well. And in Pikachu, it's like
That's Blade Runner.
I know.
You're
Listen,
comparing Pikachu.
I know,
to Blade
but I have to
Runner.
critique the movie because it's what I do. So,
But you're comparing it to one of the best movies of the last 10 years.
there's some
to this.
so there's some revelations in this movie, and things happen like twist wise that I just think are really dumb. And I can't say them because they are like big twists. But whenever they happen, they're like, that's really, really stupid. I don't know if that's how you felt, but as it happened, I was like, this is stupid. But in the long run, it is Pokemon. So I was like, well, whatever. I'll let it slide.
Okay. I will counterpoint you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to agree with your point.
It's kind of stupid.
No.
Okay.
It's okay. Like Mewtwo's a psychedelic Pokemon, so it makes sense.
Mewtwo's in the movie. We've seen him in the trailer. We're not going to give away exactly what he
But
does.
he's a psychedelic Pokemon, so it makes sense with what happens. But
it's not handled the best, I don't think.
The last twist, it's not a spoiler.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
No sense.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, this is sweet. It's like, to quote Pikachu, it's like, this last one doesn't work at all.
Doesn't work at all.
It's cute and it's a nice little thing, but it's like, nah, that's kind of really dumb.
Like the very last revelation of the film, I'm sitting there going, okay, but how'd you pull it off?
What?
You know, like, what?
Listen,
Did
it didn't harsh my mellow too bad, I guess. But
I
think there's like a handful of things that happen in the last act of this movie. Like, man, this is for a movie that like.
What I want to say is not a spoiler, but it's kind of treading the line, and I just.
If you say the thing, it is going to be a major spoiler. Yeah, it's a major spoiler. It is the spoiler of the movie.
Is that a spoiler?
Yeah, that's a spoiler.
Okay,
you can't say that. And I know where, and I'll tell you afterwards. But it's still kind of stupid.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah. It's
It's
all stupid. It's all stupid. I'm closing the review with this. I think the movie's fine. It's a fine movie. It's not as good as maybe I was hoping for, but just by judging because I thought the trailers were really, really good. It's not as good as the trailers. I think the trailers give away a lot of the cool stuff that happens in this movie.
It's the best video game adaptation.
Yeah,
of something.
This are like Mortal Kombat. Yeah. Mortal Kombat 1. Not Annihilation. The first Mortal Kombat's good. Josh, don't go there with me.
Son, I own that movie.
This is the best.
I like that movie, but I'm not going to say it's good.
This is the best video game adaptation.
I'm not going to say it's
good. I agree. And it's also, if you're a Pokemon fan, it'll have just enough in there for you, fan service wise. Yeah. I give the movie a B-. I think it's fine.
I give it a B-. You
give it a B-? Yeah, it is a B-.
It's
it just is.
It's a B-, but it's one of those movies, like I said before, it's not... It does a game adaptation right, and that trumps the movie to me, because there's so many bad ones, and I immediately thought this was, because when we saw the trailer, I was like, oh great, a video game adaptation, it's gonna suck just like all the others.
It worked.
But it doesn't. So that's a good thing.
Go check it out. If you're a Pokemon fan, definitely check it out. If you're a non-Pokemon fan, tread lightly, but I think you'll still get some.
Go watch Endgame and has to be Avatar.
Go watch Endgame another 6 times, and then go watch like Long Shot or something. But yeah, this is a fun time at the theater. Yeah, go check it out.
Did you guys miss me? I missed me, by the way.
That's our review.
Thanks for having me back.
That's our review. No problem, man. Leave a comment in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button, and thank you for watching.